We are going to, in this video we are going to continue with where we had left in the last video. So up till now we have learned about the basics of JavaScript syntax and how it is being embedded into the HTML document by using the script tag and all. Now we are going to write. We are going to learn how can we write our first JavaScript program. Okay. So JavaScript, as I have told you all, it is written in the same way as HTML. Only what it is the code. The JavaScript code is being put within the script tag. Okay. The script tag is a container tag which acts as the container for the JavaScript code. Okay. Whatever code you want to add in the HTML file, we just use the script tag. Okay. We open the script tag. We write the HTML code in that within those tags, and then we can close the tag to embed that code in our HTML file. Okay, you can use any text editor like Notepad for that. Now JavaScript implementation is quite similar to CSS, we have discussed CSS in last year also. In CSS also, what we are doing, we are writing a CSS code within the tags. Okay, for defining our internal CSS. In similar manner, you can also define JavaScript code in an HTML file. The user can link it to the outside files by using the file with the outside files which are having the extension .js. So like .css for used for cascading style sheet files. In a similar manner, .js is being used for your JavaScript file. Okay, or you can also write blocks of code into the HTML documents with the script tag. So two ways are there. Actually, mostly you can also define the JavaScript code in an external .js file, and then you can reference that .js file by using the script tag along with the src attribute. The script tag along with the src attribute, it is used for linking any external JavaScript file. And you can, if you don't want to link external file JavaScript in an external file, you can also do that in define the JavaScript code internally in the form of by using your script tags. Okay, now let us consider one simple example here. Okay, it uses embedded script. Embedded script means what? Here we are using the script tag for embedding, or we can use a script tag for putting this HTML code within the this JavaScript code within the HTML file itself. Okay, without linking it, without creating it an external file. We are what we are doing. We are just writing the HTML JavaScript code within the script tag here. This is known as the embedded script. Okay, embedded means what? Which is embedded within the HTML page. Now here, now script again. The first line is script tag is we have to open the script tag, and then we have to define the type. Type means what is the type of the script. Now here we'll define it as type is equal to text slash JavaScript. Okay. Then again we have to open the tag here with a this tag along with the exclamation mark and double hyphen. Okay, which indicates the start of your code. Okay. Then you have to write here document dot write. Okay, see what is this document dot write? We will discuss it afterwards. It is this document dot write is a function which is used for outputting or printing any value on the browser window. Okay, like we are in the other languages, we are having different predefined functions are there for printing or outputting any message or value to the screen. Okay, like in Python we are having the print statement and all. Okay, but here in case of JavaScript is not having any specific built-in function for displaying purpose, for IO purpose. So what do we do for displaying any value? We are using the document.write function along with some other functions also for displaying the output on the screen. Okay, this is your very first JavaScript program. Here what we are doing, we are using the document.write function here for printing this message, which is hello world. So here you can see here within its codes we are specifying the message, and before that we can also use the tags here to format our output. Okay, within document.write you can also format your output, like we are using the I tag. I tag stands for italicizing, for italics. It is used for italicizing any text string. Okay, so here we are enclosing hello world within the I tag. So what it will do, it will display hello world in the form of italicized manner. Okay, here hello world be italicized when it is displayed on the browser screen. Okay, now yeah, now then again after that, after writing your code, we will again close the script tag, and we will enclose it within the script tag. Okay, by closing it with the slash sign, we write the closing tag for the script tag here. Okay, now this script tag encloses any script which you want to use. Any script which you want to use is embedded within the script tag, embedded using the script tag. Okay, type attribute is for alerting the browser that the type of script is a JavaScript code. Okay, now consider another example here. Again, see what we are doing. We are using the alert function in this example. Okay, see HTML, all of you know that we are first we will create a simple HTML page, define the title for the page, and then after the body tag here, what we have done, we have defined the script tag, and we have put the alert message here. Alert, we have used the alert function here. See what is the alert function? This alert function is used for displaying the value in an alert dialog box. When we use alert function, then what will happen? After the page is being loaded, what will happen? An alert box will be displayed on the screen. Okay, and it will be displayed along with a message. Whatever message you give within the alerts as a parameter to the alert function. See, parameter means what? Here, see, for example, here we have written alert welcome to my world. So this welcome to my world, which is written within the parenthesis, it is the parameter of the alert function. Parameter means what? We are passing that in the alert function, which we are passing this value as a parameter to the alert function. Now what will happen when the page is loaded? Then after the page is loaded, since we have alert after the in the body portion, then what will happen? This alert box will be displayed after the page has been loaded. Okay, after the page has started loaded, then what will happen? This alert box will be displayed on the screen. Okay, if you had put the alert box in the head section, then what will happen? Then before the page is loaded, the alert box will be displayed on the screen. If you put it in the body section, then what will happen? It will be loaded after the pages. It will display after the page has loaded on the browser, or within while the page is being loaded on the browser, it will be displayed on your screen. Okay, so now here what will happen? An alert box will cause the browser to display an alert dialog box, and within the dialog box, this welcome to my world message will be displayed, and along with that there will be a OK button which will be present on the screen. Okay, in the dialog box, alert dialog box, what will be there? This message will be displayed, and along with the message a button will also be there for OK. Okay, unless until you click on the OK button, the dialog box will not disappear. Okay, and you will not be able to work on your actual web page which is being loaded on the screen. Okay, so what will happen? Alert box will display a dialog box along with a message which has been passed as a parameter, and along with that a button for OK will be there. If you once you click on the OK button, then your JavaScript alert dialog box will disappear, and you can start working on your web page. Okay, now this is how this program will output this in your and in the form of an alert dialog box on your Windows on your web page. Okay, now see how you can save and run your first program in JavaScript. See, this is also very important. It's very easy also. Like how do you create an HTML file? You have to first type your HTML file in your notepad. Similarly, here also, whenever you want to write your JavaScript code, what you will write? You will first create your program in an editor such as Notepad. Okay, so you have here also, if you are embedding, see, there are two ways. Okay, if you want to create an external file, then what you will do? You have to save the file with the .js extension. Okay, but if you want to create your HTML code, JavaScript code, if you want to embed that within your HTML file itself, then what you will do? You will save your file, you will save your program with the .html extension only, like you have been saving the .html files for HTML. Similarly, for JavaScript also, you will save your file with the .html extension itself. Okay, and in a proper folder or subfolder, like for example here they have saved that within the C drive in this here. Okay, then what you have to open any web browser. Okay, then within the web browser you have to open the file which you have just created. Okay, like for example, the file is here c/javascript/first program.html. So there are variety of ways to execute this file. In the either you can, after opening the browser, you can type the full path of the file, and then you can click or press on enter. Then what will happen? This page will be loaded and the file will be executed, or otherwise you can also go to the file and right click and select open with the web browser. Also this you can do. You can also select the file, right click on that and choose open with web browser. Also in this way also you can execute. Okay, or you can also right click on the file, you can also double click on the file and you can also execute the file in your web browser. If you have saved the file properly with .html extension, now if you double click on the file, then also it will open in the browser itself, which will be the default browser for your system. In that browser it will open. Okay, these are the ways in which you can run and save and run a program in your JavaScript program in your web browser. Okay, now here see, there are different. Now we come on to the different ways in which you can display any value on the screen. Okay, there are different methods which are supported by JavaScript. Okay, it does not have any built-in or print or display functions like other languages. Okay, like other languages, it does not have any print function or display function. Okay, but what methods are being used here? There are actually 4 types of methods which are being used. Okay, either you can write it into an alert box, like in the last example we have done the same thing. We have written that the value, we have displayed the value on an alert box by using the window.alert function in the previous example before. Okay, second method is that you can write into the HTML output using the document.write. Okay, using document.write also you can write. Okay, it was the first example which we had discussed. Okay, See this document, what is the difference between these two? See, document.write will actually write it on the browser window itself, okay, in the web page itself, okay, in the HTML, in the web page which you have created, it will display the output on that web page in the screen. What will window.alert do? See, this will display an alert box for displaying the message, okay. Now again, what is the third method? Third method is writing into the HTML element, into an HTML element using inner HTML. Inner HTML means what? As I told you before, that we are using the get element by ID method for accessing any particular element of the HTML page. See, HTML page is having different elements like text boxes are there, labels are there, or these different components of HTML page are its elements. Okay, so we are when we are writing into an HTML element means what? We are modifying its content. We have to we want to modify the content of an HTML element. So that could be done by using the inner HTML property along with the dot get element by ID method of any HTML element. Okay, now we will see in the next in the coming examples how it is being done. Okay, the fourth method is by using the console.log. Okay, the console is a separate window which you can open in any browser, and then using the console.log method you can display any value on the console pane also. Console pane also you can open in any browser window and you can display any value there also. Okay, now first of all we will see how to use the window.alert message. So the same thing we are doing. Okay, in the previous example we have done the same thing. Here also what we are doing, we are taking a paragraph. Okay, we are putting h1 heading. H1 heading means for the heading with the biggest size. See, there are 6 types of headings in HTML, h1 to h6. H1 means the biggest heading. Okay, we have given the page heading as my first web page, and then we have taken a paragraph tag. We have written my first paragraph there, and then after that we have embedded the script tag here. Okay, and what we have written the script here, window.alert hello. Okay, so this hello means we are passing this message as the value to this window.alert function. Okay, this whatever message you pass as the argument here, this will be displayed within the alert box. Okay, within the alert dialog box it will be displayed. Okay, here you can also place any number or value within the as a parameter to the window.alert message. In the place of hello we can also pass any numerical value also, or any type of value. Okay, then we will place include that within the script tag, and then we will be whatever value, whatever statement we will write, that whatever value we will pass in the window.alert message, that will be displayed on our browser screen. Okay, now second method is by using the document.write method. Okay, so this is the document.write method. Again we have used this before also. What we are doing, again within the script tag we can write the document.write method, and see this is all these methods are having the similar syntax, that we are passing any value as a parameter to all these functions, whether it is the document.write method or the console.log method or the document.alert or the window.alert method. See, everywhere we are passing some value. Why we are passing some value? Because it is the syntax of a function, so that it has the capability of accepting any value as its parameter. So what is a parameter? It is that value which is accepted by the function as an input for processing, or for either processing it or for displaying it on the browser screen. Okay, that is the parameter or the input value to any function. Okay, so here what we are doing, we are passing the value 100 as a parameter to this document.write function. Okay, what will happen? This 100 will be displayed on the browser screen in the HTML output cell. HTML output cell means on the browser screen, on the web page itself. Okay, now again this is the second example that we have seen. Now here there is one more example of document.write. Here what we are doing, see in the previous example here what we have done, we are use this document.write function without using any event. Okay, we are not associated with this document.write with any event, but if we want we can also associate this with any event also. Okay, event means what? Like the click of a mouse. So the click of a mouse is an event, and for handling this event we have to define event handlers. So what are these event handlers? Event handlers are functions which will be executed when any event will occur. Like when if you are clicking on any button with the mouse, then what will happen? This will be treated as an event. So when you click on any button with the mouse, then we can define we can assign any function which will be executed when this on click event will be occurred, or when you click on the button, then what will happen? This event handle function will be executed. Okay, like in this second example here what we have done, we have defined this button on click is an event. Okay, this button click is an event, and this how we have defined the event handler for this, by using the on click. On click is used for defining the event handler for this click event. Okay, we are writing here button on click is equal to document.write. So this document.write is the function which will be executed on the click of this button. Okay, whenever this button is clicked, then what will happen? This document dot write function will be called, and what will this document dot write function do? This will see here we have passed 5 plus 6 here. So what it will do? It will add these two values in a single value, and what it will do? It will display it as the result there. So what result is it is 11 there. So it will display when the button will be clicked. It will display document. It will display the value 11, which is being passed as an expression to the document dot write function here. I hope it is clear to all of you. Okay. So what is the difference between these two examples? In the first example, we are not setting the document dot write function as an event handler. In the second example, we have set this document dot write function as an event handler to the on click event. Okay. Just by writing button on click is equal to document dot write. Here this document dot write will be executed and the value will be displayed only when the button is clicked. Unless until we don't click on the button, this value will not be displayed. Okay. Now we come on to inner HTML. Okay, this inner HTML is a property which is always used along with the dot get element by id method, it is used with the get element by id method. Dot is used with before get element by id for accessing your object properties, for identifying your object. Okay, so actually the element the method is get element by id method. Okay, so this get element by id method is for accessing any HTML element with the help of its id. See, every element, see, id is an attribute which is uniquely defined for every HTML element. Every HTML element will be having a unique id in a web page. So by using the get element by id method, if we specify the id within as a parameter to this method, then what will happen? By passing the id as a parameter, we will be able to uniquely access any HTML element in our web page. Okay, and then once we have access by its id, by passing its id in the get element by id function, then what we will write? We will write get object element dot, or you can say object dot get element by id, and then pass that id within the function as in the parenthesis, and then write dot inner HTML. So this inner HTML is a property which is used for setting the content of any particular HTML element. Okay, this id attribute defines the HTML element, and the inner HTML property defines the content of the HTML element. Okay, whatever is the content of that HTML element, that is defined by the inner HTML property. But before that, what we have to do? We have to identify that particular element uniquely by using the get element by id method. Okay, first we pass the id within the get element by id method, and then we write dot inner HTML to access or set the particular content of that HTML element. Okay, let's see how it is being done in the example here. See here, it is very simple example. Here what we have done, we have used two paragraphs. The first paragraph is for just writing the simple line, my first paragraph, and then in the second paragraph what we have done, we have assigned the id demo here. The second paragraph tag is having the id demo. Okay, so why we have assigned the id demo here? Because within this paragraph we will accessing this paragraph with this paragraph tag with the help of this get element by id function, and then by using the inner HTML property, we will setting some value in this paragraph tag with the id demo. This paragraph tag which is having the id demo, it is being used, it will be used as a content holder. It will use as a content holder for this message which we are passing, which we are setting as by using the inner HTML property. Okay, see what we are doing here. First we set the id for this paragraph element, paragraph tag, and then within script tag what we are writing? We are writing document dot get element by id, then demo. So this demo id is being passed as a parameter to this get element by id function here. Okay, and then by see this part of the code will do what? It will just access this particular id, is this particular element which is having the id demo, which is the paragraph tag in this case. Okay, and then how will you access? How will you set the element? How will you set the content of this element of this paragraph element of this paragraph element with the element with the id demo? It is we will do this by using the dot inner HTML property here. We'll write here document dot get element by id demo, then dot inner HTML. Okay, by using the inner HTML property, by using the dot operator here, what we are doing? We are actually setting the value to the value which you want here, which is the value here as 100. We want 100 to be set as the content of the paragraph with the id demo here. So how we done this? We have first pass the id of the paragraph demo in the get element by id function, and then we have used the inner HTML property for setting the value as 100. Okay, again simply use end the script tag here because we don't want to include any more such statement, so we will end the script tag here itself. And then when this program will execute, then what we will see? We will see that within this element, the demo, the paragraph with the ID demo, what will happen, this and 100 content will be displayed on the screen. Okay, all of you can check if you how you can check these particular sets of code. You can simply copy. If all of you must be having this PDF with you, because you have studied from this PDF itself on the last year also. Okay, if you don't have this PDF, you can download from the CBSE site. You first download this PDF, and then what you all can do, you can copy this full code on your from your book, and you can paste this code in any notepad later. You can save it with the HTML file extension, and then you can run this code. Okay, when you run this code, you will see yourself, then whatever I have told you, the same output you will see on the screen itself. Okay, you can run this code by copy pasting it in the editor and saving it with the .html extension. You can run any piece of code, you can see the output yourself. Okay, and all your doubts will be cleared once you run these programs, and you will also get some bit of confidence also. Okay, now we come on to console.log. I hope this inner HTML is clear to all of you. Now we move on to console.log. So this console, browser console, is a particular portion of your browser window which is open. This browser console you can open by pressing the keys in the, like example of you can press the F12 key for opening your browser console. Okay, and then you have to select console in the menu also. Okay, then what will happen, this browser console will be opened. First you press the F12 key, and then in the menu you have to select the console option. Okay, and then what will happen, whatever value, see there is a method for displaying the value in the console, that is which is the console.log method. The console.log method is a method which is used for displaying any value in the browser console. So how will you use this method? Using this method is exactly similar as the previous examples in which we have learned how to use the alert method and how to use the document.write and your this method, your get element by id and inner HTML method. So the same method will be used. A similar example, similar code will be written here for using this console.log method also. So what will we do here, within the script tag we will just write here console.log, and whatever value you want to display in the screen, we will pass that as a parameter to this console.log function. Like for example, here we want to pass this expression 5 plus 6. Here we will write it within the parenthesis within the console.log function, console.log within parenthesis 5 plus 6. So here what will happen, this 5 plus 6 will be evaluated to 11 here, and then this value will be printed on your browser console. Okay, by using the console.log function. Okay, this is a very simple example here. So here we have learned 4 methods of displaying or outputting values on the screen by using your JavaScript functions. Okay, now see, now we come on to your, see this section is now complete for all of you. Section 1 we have completed. Okay, so now we come on to the question and answer section. See, the activity section, there are some questions which you will be able to do only after we have studied the prompt function and your this confirm dialog boxes, because we haven't studied about confirm and prompts, so we will not be able to do some of the questions. Okay, like in onload event also we haven't studied, so most of the you can leave these activities for now because we haven't studied so much. So these activity questions we will be able to do after some time, after we study these portions, the theoretical portion of these activities. For time being, you can solve these theoretical questions. Okay, or you can take it as an assignment. Okay, so all these questions, examples, answers are given in your book, the chapters which I have discussed here. So you can refer to your PDF. You can refer to session 1 of your PDF, 3rd unit JavaScript, and you can find the answers of this all these questions in your book itself, and you can make the notes in your copy. You can write all these answers in your copy, and you can treat it as an assignment, and afterwards you will also be valid on the base of your assignment also. Whatever assignment we will be giving you in these videos, you will also be validated, on your marks will be given assigned to you on the basis of these assignments also. Okay, so you can take this as an assignment, and you can solve all these questions which have been discussed in the after the session 1. Okay, like these 10 theoretical questions along with the fill in the blanks also you can do in your copy. In the second section, in the upcoming video, we will be discussing section 2, in which we will study about different types of variables and the different types of operators, and we will continue that in the next video. So thank you all of you.